Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Planescape Torment. Full disclosure, I already recorded today's episode before, and it did not save. So, I'm going to have to redo everything here. The good news is that I know everything.
The teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
I know everything we have to do. So it won't be blind reactions, but I don't think this is the save. I've got to find the save. That's the first issue. Yeah.
Learn some new tricks.
I know what to do. It's just a matter of doing everything. So, first off, we got to find
Right.
Is that even a quest we have here? So, like, we gotta talk to the 10 students, right? Last time, I think we showed this. You talked to Vivian? Actually, let me find the right save here. Okay, so we gotta find Vivian's personal scent. And I believe last time we asked Nenny, who is not in her room. And I was like, oh, and also there's that issue of like, there's only 8 students that I could find. It turns out that, I never went in this room, as you can tell by the fact that it's still, darkened out. So that's fun. There's Nenny. She's always wandering around. So we asked Nenny about it. Yeah, we've asked her. She told us, her scent's missing. We talked. Vivian said her scent's missing. You asked Nenny about it. She said that Marissa had it, and here's Marissa. So we had to talk to her. We somehow have missed up until now. Squinting at the figure behind the partition, you can hardly make out a shapely female form in the darkness. She turns to you, but you can see nothing of her face. Greetings. The figure answers in a voice that is slow and deadly, like a steel dagger drawn across stone. Yes, come to speak with Marissa, have you? Quite rude of you to enter a darkened room, storming behind my partition like so. Rude and foolhardy. You hear a faint whispering sound, like a slight breeze, or the hissing of serpents. I apologize, lady. I wasn't sure if someone was here. The woman gives slight It would seem that there is someone in this room, wouldn't it? Shall you be on your way, then? Not just yet. I have some questions. Ask. Why do you remain behind the screen? Is it your wish that I step away from this partition into some patch of light and speak to you face to face? Marissa laughs, and there's the sound of scales sliding on scales. Nay, I think not. The darkness suits me, and doubtless suits you as well. Why is it so dark in here? To prevent any unwanted and embarrassing casualties. Now, what is it you want? I'm just doing this to get the dialogue, but, I want you to come to the light. Nay, and the addition of please will not serve to persuade me. Now, what do you want? Surely you don't come all this way to see you. I do want to see what you look like. You have no such want. Oh, I do. What do you look like? The darkness hides us both. Let's make the game. I'm frightfully bored. Let me guess. Are you a human male? I think so. You think so? How could it not know? I really have no sure idea of what I am. Truly, that's almost interesting. More hissing as you'd expect. Describe yourself for me. I'm tall, muscular, and horribly scarred. Indeed. How are you so horribly scarred? Wait, never mind. I do not wish to know. Now describe yourself for me. Marissa describes herself as a shapely, pale-skinned, beautiful woman with a forked tongue, hair made up of writhing asps, and glowing eyes, which she assumes she must be keeping shut. I like how it doesn't have her narrate that. It's kind of a weird detail, but are you a fiend?
Updated my journal.
Marissa laughs slightly, the sound accompanied by slight hissing. No, hardly. though I have powers some might call fiendish. My glands turns living things to stone, for instance. From beings of flesh to statuary with the bat of an eyelash. Now, this question I still don't get. Living things to stone? Could you turn, say, a limb into a statue? I don't remember quite what a limb is. I think it's one of the dog critters we saw outside, but also, why would you want one as a statue?
Updated my journal.
We'll ask it for the sake of getting the flag set. I suppose I could, had you a limb and were I inclined to do so. And I might be so inclined had I my crimson veil, but I do not know where it has gone. Have you seen it perchance? No, what's it for? Is it just normal veil? No, not quite. It aids me in communication. Face-to-face communication, that is. Why do you need to hide your face? I don't get why this question is an option. I guess in case you missed the event flag before. Why do you need to hide your face? And after these asinine questions, how tiresomely annoying you are. Now, what do you want? Just some questions asked. Answered. Then, I was told you were seen sneaking away from Vivian's chamber recently. Is that connected with her missing scent somehow?
Updated my journal.
Marissa says nothing, though an angry hissing issue from the darkness around her. Yes, I've been on the creep into Vivian's chamber for some of her perfumes, though I doubt there'll be another here who hasn't. If you're implying I've got her personal scent, well, feel free to sniff around. You'll not find it on me or in my chambers, I assure you. Perhaps whoever took my crimson veil took Vivian's scent as well. And I think that's all we need. This, you can ask everyone, do you know where the 10th student is? And they'll just say, no, what are you talking about? Which isn't very exciting. But anyway, so, Vivian doesn't actually have it, and her thing was stolen. Marissa doesn't actually have it, and her thing was stolen as well. So we gotta go talk to Nenny about it. Whoops. And Nenny says, okay, I'm trying to find Marissa's crimson veil. Do you know where it might be?
Updated my journal.
I'll bet I do. I saw that nasty Kamaskzi Addertongue sneaking out of Marissa's room at night. They're both meanies, but Kamaskzi's really awful. Anyway, I talked to her first. So I wish no. Thanks, Nenny. Then we'll go down and talk to Kamaskzi. And I think you can guess, what the cycle is here with the gameplay loop, the quests, the rhythm. Alright, and then we talk to Kamaskzi. I was told you were seen sneaking away from Marissa's chamber recently. Is that connected with her missing veil somehow? Kamaskzi flies into a ways. Who told you that? She suddenly falls silent, glaring at you through narrowed eyes. If I was there, Burke, I didn't take her filthy veil. Search my room if you'd like. I catch you sniffing at my breeches, though. I'd see that you'll never allow in here again. Also, between recording this and yesterday, I learned what Burke means. It's short for Berkeley Hunt, which rhymes with a word that I probably shouldn't say on YouTube. Why would anyone ever sniff at your breeches?
Updated my journal.
Beats me. Someone's nicked more than a few pairs of them, though. My favorite leather brassiere, too, with the iron studs. Another question. Something I want to check out here. I've spoken to 9 prostitutes altogether. Do you know who or where the 10th student is? Yeah, she's hiding under my bed. Go ahead, get down on all fours and check. I shan't kick you, really. I want to see what happens. I'm just curious here. Let's get down on your hands and knees and check. As you look beneath Kamaskzi's bed, nothing's there, of course. You become aware of her standing behind you. I couldn't. It's just too easy. Get up, you poor, stupid debtor. There is no 10th student. Alright. I was curious how that would play out. That's fun. Now we gotta go hunt down Nenny again. And be like, hey, Kamaskzi had her stuff stolen too. And, do we actually? I don't remember if that's the right step, but it's, there's one of 2 things to try. No, it is. I remember how this goes. Also, why is Nenny, entering everyone's room? She's always wandering around. Damascus said someone's been taking things from her room, too. Have you seen anything odd?
Updated my journal.
And then his eyes suddenly goes wide. Oh, that's right. You know, once I saw a man sneaking out of Damascus' room while she was out talking to a patron. I watched the front doors all that day, but he never ever left. Isn't that odd? I don't think he could have made it out a window, and so I never figured out where he went. And I totally forgot about it. Weird, huh? That it is. Farewell, Nenny. So, yeah, it's obvious what's going on here. Someone entered, they stole everyone's stuff, they never left, which means they've still got to be here somewhere. And, like, you know, it's not like there's famously some weird, gross pervert in here or anything. We wait for the pathfinding to lock onto this correctly. Talk to Lewis. Nenny told me she saw a man leaving Kamask-Siatertung's room. I think that was you, Lewis. You think? Think? How could you be so alarmingly rude, so ludicrously presumptuous as to spout forth such an accusation without being absolutely certain of your charges? How dare you, impertinent, brassy curviata! As Lewis rails and curses, his drawers open and close. You notice a small bundle of crimson cloth, tucked alongside some clothes. The repeated opening and closing of the armoire drawers makes it difficult to grab, however. Wait for an opportunity to grab it. You stand poised at the edge of the armoire, keeps gabbing on and on, but never seems to stay open long enough for you to grab the cloth. Try and snap your hand in while the drawers open. You simply cannot move your hand quickly enough to snatch the crimson cloth from within Lewis. The most you could accomplish would be getting your fingers crushed. You can try asking him, give me the crimson cloth. Shan't, won't, never. Pull open the drawer to get the cloth. The drawer remains closed. You hear it puffing and wheezing from the exertion. Go away, you barbarian. You beg and whine for the cloth. No, please stop that rubbish. It's quite tiresome and should sense all known meanings of the word boredom. That's the clue. So you keep doing it, you beg and whine some more. Stop, how tediously dull. You're making me quite drowsy. Carry on. The armoire yawns, exposing the crimson cloth where it rests snugly beside some undergarments. You dutch your hand in and seize it before the drawer can close itself. Tucking it away, you notice that it's perfumed with a light, exotic, and most pleasant fragrance. Damn it, you rogue, blackguard scoundrel. You give that back this instant. That's not yours. That is an exceedingly personal garment that belongs to a lady of this establishment, and they would not appreciate you fondling their private things. Oh, but it's alright for you, you wooden pervert. I don't do anything so criminal and malicious as you are. I'm merely soaking in sensations necessary to my growth as an individual. Yes, farewell, Lewis. Alright, well, that's Lewis's role in this whole story, finally. And of course, we go back to Vivian. Like, hey, I got your cloth. Do you find any luck in finding my scent, perhaps? Yes, I found it in this red veil.
Updated my journal.
Vivian's eyes light up. Oh, how simply wonderful. She takes the veil from your hands, mutters a few words over it, and returns it to you. She shakes out her crimson hair, and in moments you're surrounded by the most intensely exotic and arousing scent you've ever had the pleasure of smelling. How can a scent be exotic and arousing? I don't know what the deal with that is. That's kind of gross, but it smells great apparently. It does it not? She smiles at you. You've done me a favor for me, so I wish to perform one for you. Stand close to me, scarred one. Let's approach her. You step closer to Vivian. She takes your hand and turning it over, takes a single cautious sniff of your wrist. Oof. She wrinkles her nose. Vinegar or embalming fluid? Here, I'll remove this smell from you. She mutters a few strange syllables, and a light tingling sensation spreads over your skin. In moments, your chemical reek lessens substantially. There, how's that? People should be less eager to avoid conversations with you now. Thanks, Vivian. Farewell. And that's a permanent +1 charisma. That's pretty good. And with that, we've talked. Not only have we got this side quest, sub-quest plot thing done, we've also talked to all 9 students. So now we go to Fall from Grace.
How may I help you?
And, wait, I didn't do this one before. Do you know of the Blood War? The Blood War is a conflict that rages across the lower planes between the Batezu and the Tanari. They fight over whether evil should be lawful or chaotic. And it's a war best avoided at all costs. Let the Tanari and Batezu butt heads and leave the rest of the planes in peace, or at least in relative peace. Relative peace? Well, the war is so large that most races get caught up in it against their wishes. Ignoring it proves often just as dangerous as participating in it. Do they use human troops? On occasion, yes. There are a number of human mercenaries that participate in the Blood War. They can serve as either soldiers, fodder for cannons, or food for the fiends. How long has it been going on? Or we could ask, how long has it been going on? That's a weird little glitch there. According to the chronicles, the Blood War has been fought ever since the Batezu met the Tanari, a very long time ago. I'm not certain there's a human term that encompasses the time between then and now. I'm afraid that neither the Batezu nor Tanari have ever really taken to the other. Did you serve in it? No, my mother did. Succubi generally tempt mortals to bring their spirits to the abyss, to create more Tanari to die in the Blood War. Alright. Well, that's cool information. And now for recruiting her. I spoke to 9 of the students, as you asked, but I could not find the 10th. You could not find the 10th student? How curious. I'm thinking the 10th student is me, in which case I have spoken to all of them. I like how you can say that Lewis is very obviously not the 10th student. Very well. And your thoughts? I have learned what it means to aspire to be a sensate, and that it's better to go in search of experience rather than have it come to you. Very well. I will travel with you if you still desire my company. I do. You get a cutscene?
Oh, Mistress High and Mighty will be joining us. What do we need her for?
You couldn't possibly understand.
I wish she would fall from great height. I might even bump her off myself.
Alright, and then she immediately, casts some healing, immediately proves herself useful. And then one other thing I forgot about till, like, right at the end of my first recording. We can do stat ups. I have not been on that, which is kind of fun. I won't do it for myself because, I want to change my class. I don't know exactly how that works out. But, also I'm just going to distribute them equally. Like that for Anna. And then Dakon, just, they all get just like whatever. Is that why they've always been like chirping whenever I start a game? But in any case, with all that, I think that's everything I got done in my first playthrough. And it is also yeah, I don't know what else it is, but it's everything I got done in my first playthrough. It is considerably shorter recording time, but should have just as much content as the first playthrough, so we'll call it here. Kind of a shame about that whole thing that happened. I don't know, OBS just like froze. I don't know what the deal with that was, but on the plus side, you don't get to have to like, it's not just me fumbling around for like 10 minutes in this one, so that's good. But yeah, we got Fall from Grace. We have all the recruits I think that we're gonna get from here. We've got this whole area finished with. So next time from here on we can look to resolving the dodecahedron and like advancing the plot of the game. So that's exciting. But that is all for next time. For now, I'll call it here. As always, thank you for watching. Kinda antsy to end this one to make sure the recording actually worked this time.